Thanks, Jenna. Well, this Saturday, new moms are encouraged to take part in the 2014 Breastfeeding Challenge at the Manitoba Legislature. Carolyn Perchuk joining us now with more. Good morning. So, interesting challenge. So, set it up for us. We want all new moms and new babies to head down to the ledge Saturday morning to do what exactly?
Okay, so if they show up, any time after 9:30, and then at 11 o'clock we have what we call the latch on, but everybody get as many mums and babies breastfeeding at the same time, and just as a competition, but with other provinces and countries and cities, but also as a way of just bringing awareness to breastfeeding and the importance and the benefits of breastfeeding, getting people talking about it and some discussion.
So can I ask, how have we done in previous years?
So we have always been sort of around the 57 to 65 numbers.
That's quite a few moms and babies.
It is. It's a lot of babies in one place at one time. We're hoping to get more this year. We always are competing with British Columbia, who beats us every year. So,
and that's actually where this whole idea came from, is BC.
Right. Yeah, it's the Quintessence Foundation, and they had started it partly to bring awareness to breastfeeding, but also to the importance of milk banks and having milk banks available where we can have moms that express breast milk and make it available for other babies.
Because we want to talk about the benefits of breast milk and being able to provide it for others or be able to share that time with your mom and with the baby is very important.
Right, and there's the sharing and the time with the baby, which is great as well. And then there's the benefits such as increased immune response of the baby, less likely to get things like respiratory illnesses, gastrointestinal disease, which can be a big deal. If you look at the stats for the hospitals, if you look at kind of the top 3 or 4 reasons why babies are readmitted to the hospital, it's usually because one of the variables is that they haven't been breastfed. So it really does make a big difference in the health of children.
But it can be challenging for a lot of new moms.
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes there is challenges, and we know that. So we want to make sure we put supports in place. It's not fair to say to someone, you should do this, and we often hear that from moms. It was supposed to be this really easy thing, and it isn't always. So we do have, our public health nurses are really well versed across Winnipeg to be able to help, and throughout the province, but to help moms to breastfeed. And then we have breastfeeding groups and clinics that are available 5 days a week across the city. So I think you're going to put that website up on your...
We will. We'll make sure those links are up, but those are through the WRHA and public health nurses. So tons of resources throughout the community. So while this Saturday is a bit of a competition, it is more so to raise awareness and to kind of get moms introduced to one another, to kind of create those supports amongst themselves as well.
Yeah, it's a fun day. People have fun. There's music and there's a bit of food and then we do the latch on. It's not too stressful, but it's really fun to see all those babies, and it's a beautiful site in the middle of the legislative buildings.
So it's at the Rotunda, and you can head down there earlier in the morning at just after 9 or so?
Yeah, probably about just any time after 9:30. So that usually try and get everybody kind of there before 11:15, so we can get everybody signed up and know what's happening. And it's just a lot of fun.
How loud is it before the latch on with all those hungry babies?
Well, it's funny. I was thinking about that this morning, and it is funny because they, it's like there's so much motion and talking, and when the latch on happens, it's all of a sudden it's perfectly silent in this big, which in the Rotunda is quite something because it's such a echoey type of a room, right? And the other thing that's really important for people to know is there is free parking all the way around the building, so it's really easy to access.
That's key when you have the stroller and the car seat and you got everything to carry. Well, thank you so much, Carolyn. Once again, there's the information this Saturday for the world record attempt for the most moms and babies breastfeeding at the same time. We're going to take a quick break here on BT. More coming up. Stick with us.